hail with a smile.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2018 NCAA Division II Women's Volleyball Championship Regional in Bellingham, Washington. Tonight's third-round match features the Western Washington University Vikings versus the Cal State East Bay Pioneers. Fans, at this time, please welcome from Western Washington University, Abby Phelps, and from Cal State East Bay, Taylor Degnan. They will be reading our game environmental speech.
Welcome to today's match between the Western Washington Vikings and the Cal State East Bay Pioneers. We see this volleyball court as an extension of our classroom environment where we learn dignity and respect for others.
Today we ask for your enthusiastic support of your team. We also ask that you support the student athletes from both institutions by honoring our request to treat all fans, officials, and coaches and student athletes with respect. Thank you.
Now, fans, let's meet the lineups for tonight's contest. First, we'll meet Cal State East Bay, the Pioneers. Number 1, Sarah Stevelink. Number 3, Cassidy Cadon. Number 4, Tiana Weeks. Number 6, Stina Hubbard. Number 8, Isabella Carrion. Number 11, Imani Maureen. Number 14, Taylor Degnan. Number 16, Julie May. Number 17, Aubrey Lamoureux. Now the starters for Cal State East Bay. A junior libero wearing number 2, Natalie Wilson. Senior middle blocker number 5, Deja Thompson. Senior outside hitter number 7, Kiki Lutenecker. Senior setter number 10, Katie Ireland. Freshman outside hitter number 12, Taylor Templeman. Senior middle blocker number 13, Kathy McKiernan. Senior outside hitter number 15, Lindsay Ray. Cal State East Bay is coached by Kimberly Lambert. Kimberly is assisted by Ashia Joseph and Leslie Ray. Now let's meet the Western Washington University Vikings. Number 12, Chloe Biscup. Number 17, Tess Biscup. Number 7, Jocelyn Beaupre. Number 13, Olivier Fairchild. Number 22, Gabby Gunterman. Number 10, Taylor Lyle. Number 20, Janae Payne. Here are the starters for Western Washington University. A senior setter wearing number 1, Brett Bozo. Sophomore outside hitter number 9, Allison Davenport. Senior middle blocker number 8, Michaela Hall. Junior middle blocker number 11, Kaylee Harper. Senior outside hitter number 5, Abby Phelps. Senior libero number 15, Aubrey Stevens. And a junior defensive specialist number 21, May Thung. Western Washington University is coached by Diane Flick-Williams. Diane is assisted by James Suh, Bryce Larson, and Brad St. Dunn.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to WWU Court on the campus of Western Washington University for the final match of Day 1, the 2018 Division II Women's Volleyball Championship West Regional Tournament. I'm Sean Church, providing play-by-play for these 3 days here in Bellingham. The last match of the day will be between Cal State East Bay, the Pioneers, and the host team, Western Washington University Vikings, number 1 in the region and number 2 overall. So far, it's been an exciting day here at WWU Court. 3 matches done, 1 to go, and 2 out of 3 of the matches went 5 sets, including a classic match that we just saw here between Cal Poly Pomona and Azusa Pacific, seeing Cal Poly Pomona beating Azusa Pacific in 5 sets. In the 5th set, Cal Poly won 18-16. 4th set, Cal Poly Pomona won 30-28 to force the 5th set. And it was just back and forth all the way. First match of the day was at noon. Central Washington beat Cal State Los Angeles in 5 sets as well. And in the second set, in between one at 2:30, we saw Cal State San Bernardino beat Chaminade in 3 sets. But although it was in 3 sets, 2 out of 3 of them were very, very close. And so we're going to start this 4th match here. Mei Thung going to serve. Good serve by Thung. Harper out of system play. Bozel give and go to Harper, and she puts it away. Kaylee Harper with the kill. First team all GNAC. Harper in Western Washington starts with a 1-0 lead. Thung's going to serve again for the Vikings. And good placement by Lindsay Ray. Lindsay Ray, the senior, transferred from Cypress College and from Long Beach, California. So it is 1-1, Cal State East Bay with the serve. Serving for East Bay is also Ray. Harper, and Harper right off the bat, 2 kills. Vikings lead 2-1 as Aubrey Stevens and Kaylee Harper come out of the game. Taylor Lyle in the game, as well as Michaela Hall. Taylor Lyle, the senior, right down the street, Seaholm High School with the serve. Good serve by the senior. And on the tap over, Allison Davenport. Bozel over the hall, pushes it in back corner, and she hits it. 3-1, Vikings up early. And the opening match for both teams of this West Regional Championship tournament. Taylor Lyle is going to serve again. Servicing so good for Lyle, but a good play by Cal State East Bay. Fantastic deke move. And serving, we got Natalie Wilson, the junior from Riverside, California, John W. North High School. Right-handed serve. Phelps, the GNAC MVP, on her first attempt. That one is blocked. And good tap over, good hustle by Deja Thompson. And another good dig by Natalie Wilson. Allison Davenport right there. Bozel taps it over. Dug out by Wilson. Deflected and in on the attack by Kiki Ludenecker. Kiki Ludenecker, the senior from Maui, Hawaii. Seabury Hall High School. Bozel over to Phelps. And another dig, that one by Lindsay Ray. And on the approach, the attack by Ludenecker and Cal State East Bay now up 4-3, as you can see on this replay. Great set by Katie Ireland for the assist. And the serve by Wilson. Thung right there, Bozel, cross court to Phelps, who pushes it over. That one's dug out by Katie Ireland. Tapped over. Stevens right there. Bosel over to Phelps. That one's blocked over. Cal State East Bay with great defense so far. But Phelps finally, with her first point, shouldn't say finally, but at this point, for 4 attempts for her not to put one in is very uncharacteristic of her, and she gets her first kill of the match. The all-time GNAC leader in kills, all-time Western leader in kills, and she was the GNAC MVP, the offensive MVP this year. Cal State East Bay with the point. Ludenecker with the point. Ludenecker so far with 3 kills for the Pioneers, and Phelps again puts it away. 5 kills to make up for 5 points for the Vikings. 2 by Harper, 2 by Phelps, and 1 by Hall. And the score's tied at 5 here as Phelps looks to serve. Gunterman in the game now. And great behind her back. Tap over by Ireland, but good reaction by Stevens. And Davenport puts it away. Lindsay Ray unable to handle that attack by Allison Davenport, the sophomore. And great back set to Allison Davenport. A lot of power. Right-handed serve here by Phelps. 50-50. And great timing. Katie Ireland to Deja Thompson, the senior from Rialto, California, Eisenhower High School. Perfect timing. That was a tough serve by Ludenecker. Ludenecker with the ace. See on that play, Phelps dug it and it went off her face, unfortunately, as Gunnerman gets it over the Bosel, but some miscommunication on the play. 8-6, Cal State East Bay with the lead as Ludenecker is going to serve for Cal State East Bay. Again, 8-6 with the lead. Phelps right there. Bosel over to Gunnerman. And that one, good dig by Wilson. The Pioneers just have to live another day as Phelps. Bosel over to Hall, and Hall deflects it off, and it goes out of bounds. Hall out of the game, Harper back in the game, and Stevens is going to serve, as you can see here. Good timing by Thompson, but that one deflects and goes out of bounds. And service error by Abby Phelps, so Cal State with another point, 9-7. So we're going to do some subs on the floor here. As Sarah Stevelink in the game now, as well as Kathy McKierman. Gunterman, Bosel, back to Gunterman, and that one's blocked. Out of system play, over to Gunterman, and that one goes long, but that one is deflected, goes out of bounds. So lucky break for the Vikings here, as Allison Davenport's going to serve, and I can put the assist to Kaylee Harper. Doesn't get a lot of those. Not really her place. And it looks like Cal State East Bay is out of position here. Cal State East Bay out of position, so a point for the Vikings. And usually you don't see that kind of move this late in the season. The official is talking to Kimberly Lambert. First season as the head coach of Cal State East Bay. She's the interim head coach, leading her team to the regional tournament here as a number 8 seed facing the number 2 ranked Vikings, number 1 in the region. And Gabby Gunnerman with the kill. And great net view we have here. Actually, that play was Phelps with the kill. As Stevens over to Bozel, taps it over. And that one put away. Kathy McKierman with the kill. 10-10. We are tied here in the first set. And a sub is on the floor. Cassidy Caden is out of the game. And Taylor Templeman in the game for Cal State East Bay. Phelps on the approach, and that one is dug out by East Bay over the Harper, and she puts it away. Bozel and Harper so good at that approach. They've been doing that for 3 years. If you count redshirt seasons, been doing it for 5. With Harper having to sit out a season. And that one deflects and goes out of bounds. So 11-11. And serving for Cal State East Bay is Lindsay Ray, the senior from Long Beach. Right-handed serve. No jump. Phelps. Bozel cross court the Phelps give and go, and that one goes out and goes into the second tier where all the photographers are at. You can see a look at the Western bench. Phelps with the power. She has a team high and actually a game high 4 kills so far. 9 attempts, a .444 hitting percentage. And Taylor Lyle in the game now as well as Michaela Hall to replace Stevens and Harper. As Hall taps it over, and somehow, some way, Cal State East Bay with that point. And that one will be credited all to hustle by Cal State East Bay. As you can see, great tap over by Cal State, but that pancake by Lindsay Ray, and then somehow, some way, Kathy McKierman just has to hit it over. It hits the line. Great play by Cal State East Bay, and we are tied here at 12. And they're going to need those plays in order to win this ball game on the road against the number 2 team in the nation. That one goes long. Deja Thompson with the hit. Vikings lead 13-12. And when we get to this point of the season, you throw your records out the window. Bozel hits it into the net, and we're tied at 13. It's win or go home from here on out. And even though it's the 1 versus the 8 seed, Cal State East Bay has definitely came ready to play. And great serve by Wilson, but Phelps puts it away, 14-13. Gunnerman in the game now, replacing Thung, and Phelps is going to serve. Right-handed serve by Phelps. And good dig by Stevens, who was Defensive Player of the Week last week for the GNAC. Bozel cross court to Gunnerman. And somehow the Vikings hit it over. And good pushover by Ireland, but Bozel over the Allison Davenport, and that one is dug out. Blocked. Gunnerman over to Phelps, back to Gunnerman, the give and go, and that one is blocked and sent back. Deja Thompson, the senior, with the block. Great hustle by both teams. See out-of-system play, Gunnerman on the attempt, but Thompson right there. And we're tied here at 14. Ludenecker with the serve. Again, an out-of-system play as Gunnerman just has to hit it over. Thompson, and that one's blocked. Couldn't see if it was Hall or Davenport, but either way, we got the point. Western got the point, rather. Stevens with the serve. And great attack by Lindsay Ray, the senior. Lindsay Ray with 4 kills. She leads the Pioneers in kills this match so far. And Sarah Stevelink is going to serve. She's now in the game for the Pioneers. Right-handed serve. Phelps, Boesel over the Harper, taps it over, and she hits it. Harper now with 4 kills on the match. Boesel with 12 assists so far. Great job by Harper, seeing the middle of the court. Natalie Wilson back in the game now. Steve Link out. And that one goes long. Service error by Davenport. 16 all. Templeman replaces Caden, Cassidy Caden, the senior, and Templeman, the freshman from Puyallup, Washington, just about 2 hours away from here south. Boesel taps it over. Pioneers live another day as Boesel over the Harper, deflected, and great hustle by the Pioneers, Ireland. But another kill by Harper, 5 kills for Harper. She has a 1,000% hitting percentage. She has had 5 attempted hits, 5 attempted kills, and she's had the kill on all 5. But another point by Cal State East Bay. The Pioneers have came ready to play here in Bellingham, not letting the number 2 ranked Vikings intimidate them whatsoever. They're matching them point for point here. Cross court to Phelps, and she puts it down. Boesel with the assist. Phelps now with 6 kills as Hall and Lyle are in the game now. Stevens and Harper are out, and Lyle's going to serve. Great job by the GNAC MVP, the all-time GNAC leader in kills, all-time Western Washington University leader in kills. And she adds another one, 6 so far this match. And a great block by, looks like that one was by Phelps as well. Phelps with the block. Looks like they're also going to get Hall with the team block. Lyle, right-handed serve, good serve by the senior. Ludenecker on the approach. And another great dig by Lyle, but that one goes out of bounds. Good defense by the Vikings. Better offense by the Pioneers as Harper comes in a game for substitution purposes. Hall is back in the game now, pretty much replaces Lyle. And serving, Natalie Wilson, number 2, the junior. The libero, right-handed serve. That one looks to go long, and it does. 20-18, Vikings up by 2. Pioneers call a timeout on the floor here. So we're going to go to a break here. We're at the last match of the night here at the West Regional Tournament. Vikings lead the Pioneers 20-18. We'll be right back.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University. Final match of day 1 here, the West Regional Championship for Division II women's volleyball. The number 1 ranked team in the region, the Western Washington Vikings, they lead Cal State East Bay, the number 8 team ranked in the region, 20-18. Very evenly matched first set so far. And by the play of the Pioneers, you wouldn't guess that they're 16-12 on the season because they are matching point for point with the Vikings. As you can see, Lindsay Ray with the kill. Lindsay Ray with her 4th kill of the match. Cal State East Bay now down by 1. Phelps, Bozel, cross court to Phelps, taps it over, and that one's dug out by Cal State. And Caton just has to hit it over. Stevens, Bozel over the hall, and that one is blocked back. Great timing by Lindsay Ray. Actually, check that. That was Deja Thompson with the block. Deja Thompson with the great block. And we are tied here at 20. Stevens, Bozel over the hall. Good hustle by Wilson, but Hall puts it away. Hall now with 3 kills on the night. Gunnerman is in the game now. She replaces Thung. And Phelps will serve for the Vikings. 21-20, Vikings up. And an ace by Phelps. First ace of the match for Phelps, 2nd for the team. Vikings are up 22-20. Phelps again with the serve. And that one mishandled by Cal State. And great block by Hall. Great dig by Phelps. Bozel over to Gunnerman. And great hustle by Ray, but Gunnerman with too much power. She now has 3 kills on the match. She puts that one away. Actually, 2 kills on the match. 23-20 as Phelps will serve again. Thompson, great placement by Thompson. Deja Thompson, the senior. Reeled back at the last moment, saw an open spot and just tapped it over. Smart play by the senior. It's Ludenecker with the serve. Bozel falls on her behind, and she was able to set. Ludenecker, Stevens, over to Bozel, over to Phelps. That one's dug out by Caton. Right place, right time. Davenport tries to find the middle of the floor. That one's dug out by Wilson. Phelps, Bozel, over to Davenport, deflected. And Caton right there. And a set over by Cal State. And another dig. But Phelps with the kill. She has 7 kills so far, 467 hitting percentage. She shows why she's the GNAC MVP on the offensive side. So we're going to go to a break here, 1 point away from the Vikings taking this first set here, the West Regional Championship. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University. We're at the 2018 Division II Women's Volleyball Championship West Regional Tournament, hosted by the number 2 ranked team in the nation, the Western Washington Vikings. They are ranked number 1 in the region, and they are taking on Cal State East Bay. They are 1 point away from taking this first set here in the first round of the tournament. Winner of this game will move on to play tomorrow at 7:30, and they will play Cal Poly Pomona, who won a classic 5-set match against Azusa Pacific, which ended with Cal Poly Pomona winning 18-16 in the 5th set. And in the 4th set, they won 30-28, facing elimination a number of times. So a well-deserved victory by Cal Poly Pomona, but also a well-played game by Azusa Pacific. As another point for Cal State East Bay. There's some subs on the floor. Kathy McKierman in the game, as well as Sarah Stevelink. Sarah Stevelink's going to serve. Vikings trying to put this one away here. And Phelps. Bozel over to Gunnerman. And 4 hits. And that's how this first set's gonna end. Good played match so far by both teams. Evenly matched, but the Vikings on top in this first set, 25-22. Both teams are gonna switch benches here. And we're gonna go to a break. Vikings win the first set, 25-22. We'll be back with the second set after this break.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Anyone can be the victim. Everyone can be the solution. It's on us to stand up and not stand by.
Because when you're a victim of sexual assault, no one should stand alone.
It's on us!
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
And welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University for the 2018 Division II Women's Volleyball Championship West Regional Tournament. Last match of the day. We saw 3 very competitive matches so far, 2 of them going to 5 sets. And in this 4th and final match here today, we're seeing some more competitive play. The number 1 ranked Western Washington University Vikings in the region winning the first set 25-22 over Cal State East Bay, the number 8 team in the region. And let's go over some first set stats here. We'll start with Cal State East Bay. 5 kills for Lindsay Ray, 3 kills apiece by Deja Thompson, Kiki Ludenecker, and Kathy McKierman. 14 assists by Katie Ireland, 7 digs by Natalie Wilson, 5 digs by Cassidy Caton, and 2 team blocks, a hitting percentage of .300 for Western Washington University. Abby Phelps, the GNAC MVP, with 7 kills, 5 kills for Kaylee Harper with a 1,000 hitting percentage, and 3 kills apiece by Gabby Gunnerman and Michaela Hall. 17 assists by Brett Bozel, 6 digs apiece by Abby Phelps and Aubrey Stevens, 2 team blocks, and a .395 hitting percentage for the Vikings. And again, the Vikings won the first set 25-22. We're getting ready for the second set, and looks like the teams are ready. Vikings in the blue with the baby blue coloring. Pioneers in the red with the black coloring. And Lindsay Ray, the senior, leading the team so far tonight in kills, will serve. Senior from Long Beach, California. Right-handed serve, Phelps right there. Bozel back to Phelps to give and go, and that one is dug out by Cal State East Bay as Ray's right there, as that one goes right into the net. And as you can see here, it was either hit into the net or blocked over by Harper, but according to the stats here, that was a hit air by Lindsay Ray. So Vikings up 1-0. Bozel over to Phelps, and great dig by Katie Ireland. Ray on the attack. and scramble for the ball. Wilson just has to hit it over. Thung, Bozel, and Phelps unfortunately falls down. Unfortunate play for the senior. She was getting ready and she slips and falls. So point Cal State East Bay. But so far she's had a great match. Phelps, 6 digs and 7 kills. Hitting percentage of .333. Wilson with the service. Hall tries to get it, and it goes long on the attack by Hall. 2-1, Cal State East Bay with the lead. Cal State East Bay with a 16-12 record, 11-7 in conference, but they played in a very tough CCAA conference as they are the number 8 ranked team. Their last loss was to Cal Poly Pomona in 3 sets. Last win was at versus Cal State San Marcos, 3-1, and they are on a roll here to start this second set. That one is deflected and goes out of bounds. Cal State East Bay, 4-1 lead here in the second set. And an overall 29-29 tie. But service error by Cal State East Bay will give Vikings the serve. And Brett Bozel is going to serve, the senior. First team All-GNAC. All-GNAC academic team as well. And it looks like they're going to get Hall for reaching over the net. So 5-2, Cal State East Bay with the lead as Templeman comes in the game, or comes out of the game. And she may have touched the hand of Ireland. Cassidy Caden is going to serve for Cal State East Bay. And Ludenecker puts it away. 6-2. Vikings trail Cal State East Bay here in the second set. Vikings won the first set 25-22. And Caton, the senior. Bozel over to Davenport. That one dug out. And Thompson with the kill. And Diane Flick-Williams wants to call a timeout and talk things over. She wants to try to get back into this second set as Cal State East Bay leads Western Washington in the second set 7-2, but the Vikings are in the lead 1-0 overall. We'll be right back.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not run Division II cross country for the University of Mount Olive. Having an athletic and academic scholarship was key for my success. Our coaches were really helpful with balancing out my academics and athletics. I decided to attend graduate school because I wanted to become an athletic director. Receiving the postgraduate scholarship through the NCAA provided me with the flexibility to choose the school that I wanted. So now I know that I can accomplish any goal that I set for myself.
There are over 480,000 college athletes. Only 2% would go pro.
That means over 470,000 will not get a shoe contract. No autographs. No private jets. No fan clubs. No Hall of Fame inductions. Instead, they will walk away with something much more valuable.
And welcome back to Weekly Court on the campus of Western Washington University. We're here at the West Regional Tournament hosted by the Western Washington University Vikings, the number 2 team in the nation, number 1 team in the West region. And they are taking on Cal State East Bay, the number 8 team ranked. And the Vikings won the first set 25-22, but Cal State East Bay up 7-2 here in this second set. And that one hit the ground. Deja Thompson with the kill. 8-2, Cal State East Bay with the lead. And they are outplaying the Vikings so far here in this second set. They matched them point for point in the first set. So Cassidy Caton with the serve. Bosel over to Phelps. Ludenecker, and they're going to get Pioneers with a double hit on that play. So good break for the Vikings, bad break for the Pioneers as Thung comes out of the game now. Gunnerman back in the game. As Ludenecker, and she gets it in there off the deflection. So 9-3, East Bay with the lead. Kiki Ludenecker, a CCAA honorable mention with the serve. And Hall plants it over. Natalie Wilson just has to hit it. Bosel over the Gunnerman, and great block by Thompson. Cal State East Bay all over the Vikings here in this second set. Great block by Thompson. She's doing it all here. And Davenport puts it away. The Vikings with a much-needed kill. They trail Cal State here 10-4. She puts it away. Lindsay Ray with the kill. She's a first-team All-CCA member. She gets the kill. She now has 7 kills on the night. Actually, check that, 6 kills on the night. Phelps, Bosel over to Harper, and that one's deflected. Great defense by the Pioneers. Ray gets it through the brick wall. Davenport taps it over. Ireland in the right place. Ludenecker hit. Out of system play over to Gunnerman, and she puts it through. Actually, check that. That was wide. So Cal State East Bay in complete control here in this second set. And serving, we got Sarah Stevelink, the freshman from Lyons Middle Senior High School, Lyons, Colorado. Stevens, Bosel over the Harper. Great block by Davenport on the Ray attempt. Ludenecker, that one's dug out by Phelps. Bosel over the Davenport, and she puts it through. Davenport with the kill. She now has 3 kills so far this match. Thompson back in the game now, replacing Stevelink. And Davenport's going to serve for the Vikings. Right-handed serve. Ray right there, Ireland, and that one's tapped over by McKierman. Bosel over to Harper, taps it over, but that one is dug out by Cal State East Bay, and that one deflects off Gutterman and goes out of bounds. And Cal State East Bay playing like a whole different team here in this second set than they did the first set, even though they played like a pretty good team the first set, but they're playing extraordinary this second set. Vikings do not have an answer for them so far in the second set. Bosel over to Gunnerman, and that one, fantastic dig by Wilson, and Ludenecker on the attack. Dug out by Stevens. Bosel over to Gunnerman, and Gunnerman puts it away. Wilson with the first dig on her attack, but on the second one, Gunnerman puts it away. The Vikings have to get this crowd back into this match as Thung serves it. And Ray on the attack puts it away. And East Bay, for any point the Vikings have gotten so far this set, East Bay has fired back the point of their own. And most of the time off of a kill. Davenport, and that one's dug out by Wilson. And a good block. Out of system play over to Ludenecker. And Ludenecker puts it away, and Diane Flick-Williams wants to call another timeout. So Cal State, East Bay, surprising the Vikings here in this second set. Not only are they up, they're up by 9, 15-6. Vikings up 1-0. We'll be right back.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face. You don't know me.
You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
And welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University. The number 1 ranked team in the region, the Vikings, up 1-0, but Cal State East Bay dominating the second set of 15-6. And every team who plays in these regional playoffs should expect a dogfight no matter who they play from here on out. All 8 teams very talented, very good. And even though the Vikings, number 2 in the nation, East Bay is no slouch, but Harper with the kill. Much needed kill for the Vikings. And even in the first set, Cal State East Bay matched the Vikings point for point. Vikings only won 25-22, and East Bay dominating the second set so far. The Vikings are trying to get back into it. Ludenecker with the kill. Lyle, Bozel, over to Phelps, and a good dig by Ireland. Ludenecker, and that's blocked by Hall. Ray on the approach. Over to Phelps, taps it over, and great placement, great finesse by Abby Phelps. That is her 8th kill of the match. Great tap over by the senior. 2 straight points by the Vikings. Taylor Lyle, knuckle serve, and she gets the ace. And usually don't see Taylor Lyle fired up, but she is after that one. And even if you do see her fired up, you don't see her as fired up as we just saw here. She got an ace. Another good serve by the senior. Ireland over to Ludenecker, and that one almost dug out by Lyle. But point, Cal State, East Bay. So after 3 straight points out of the timeout by the Vikings, Cal State, East Bay with the point. They're up 16-9 as Lyle and Harper come out of the game. Stevens back in the game now, as well as Hall. Stevens, Bozel, cross court to Phelps. That one dug out by Ray. Ireland over to Thompson. Great placement by Thompson, the senior. And Cal State, East Bay back with 2 straight points of their own. They're up 17-9. And serving for Cal State East Bay, we got Natalie Wilson, the junior from Riverside. The libero, right-handed serve midway. Thung, Bozel over to Phelps, taps it over, and she finds a spot on the court. Looked like a little bit of miscommunication by Cal State East Bay, but the Vikings will capitalize. 9 kills so far by Phelps. Didn't look like it was hit too hard, but it was placed perfectly. But it looks like there was some miscommunication between Wilson and Ray on that play. Vikings will take it. Bozel with the serve. And they're going to get Cal State with the carry. Looks like they're going to get Katie Ireland with the carry. The Vikings, just like that, only down by 6. Bozel going to serve again for the Vikings. Bozel, the senior. Right-handed serve. And that one goes out. 17-12. And a well-called timeout by the interim head coach Kimberly Lambert as Cal State leads the Vikings by 5. 17-12, Vikings lead 1-0. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University for this West Regional Tournament match between the Vikings, the host squad, and the Cal State East Bay Pioneers. Vikings ranked number 1 in the region. They lead 1-0, but here in the second set, Cal State East Bay leads 17-12. As Bozel with the right-handed serve gets it over. Ludenecker, that one dug out by Thung. Good job by the junior, and that one blocked, actually went through. So great hit by Thompson. Deja Thompson with the kill. Sometimes from this angle it's hard to see whether it was a block or a kill that went through the net and blocked into the net by the other team. But Deja Thompson having a great match so far for the Pioneers. 9 kills, leading the team. And Phelps blocked by Thompson. And Thompson, and good dig by Thung. Bozel over the Phelps, tapped over. Ludenecker just taps it over. Good hustle by Phelps, and Thung just has to tap it over. And great serve over, but good response by Hall. Bozel over the Allison Davenport, but she hits it into the net. So Cal State East Bay up 19-12 now, 2 straight points out of the timeout. Both teams taking full advantage of their used timeouts, coming out with more fire, more energy. And with that timeout, Cal State East Bay extends their lead to 7. Hall on the approach, and that one dug out somehow, some way by Ray. Doesn't matter how you did it, she did it. Phelps with the approach, and Thompson puts it. Thung right there. Bozel, Phelps, and deflected, and great hustle by Wilson. Thompson hits it over. Stevens, Bozel over the Davenport. And Ray unable to handle that play, but fantastic rally by both teams. Great hustle by Wilson and Ray for Cal State East Bay. Great digs by the Vikings, including one by May Thung on a great hit by Deja Thompson. Ireland over to Thompson. She hits it right into the net and goes out of bounds. 2 straight points. Actually, check that. That one was blocked and went out of bounds. So point Cal State East Bay. They're up by 7, 5 points away from going into halftime, tied at 1 set. Ludenecker, Gunnerman, Bozel over to Davenport. And that one not handled by Caton. 20-14, Cal State leads as Harper replaces Hall. The Vikings are trying to salvage this second set, going to halftime with a 2-0 lead. Cal State would love to go to halftime tied at 1 apiece, forcing a minimum of 4 sets tonight. As Ray, first team all CCA, goes for the hit, and they're gonna get, looks like they're gonna get Ray hitting the net. So big break for the Vikings, tough break for Cal State East Bay. And Cal State East Bay up 20-15 now. As Aubrey Stevens is going to serve, the senior, one of 5 seniors on the team for the Vikings. Ireland tries to hit over, and she hits it into the net. Vikings are chipping away here. And that is a smart play by Katie Ireland, just mishit. There was nobody on that side of the court. Thompson on the approach, blocked by Harper, and a good dig by Stevens. Bolzel over to Phelps, and she puts it out. She hits it out. Point Cal State East Bay. The crowd was getting ready to explode there. But good for Cal State East Bay to get the point back as Harper taps it over. Pancake! But they're going to say hit the ground. Steve Wink looked like she hit a pancake. She dove on the ground, put her hand flat on the ground. Let's see if we can see if it happened. It may have hit the ground. Too hard to tell. Great hustle by the freshman. Vikings with the point, though. Harper with the kill. She now has 7 kills on the night, 700 hitting percentage, as Davenport serves for the Vikings. Ireland over the Ray. Dug out by Stevens. Gunnerman over to Phelps, and she hits the ground. Running. Phelps with the kill. 10 kills so far by Abby Phelps. And a great hit by the senior, the all-time Western leader in kills, the all-time GNAC leader in kills. Davenport just gets it over to net. Ireland with the approach over to McKierman, but that's dug out as Harper puts it away. Kaylee Harper, 8 kills, 727 hitting percentage. And Cal State East Bay calls a timeout here as we're going to go to a break. We're in the second set of this matchup between Cal State East Bay and Western Washington University. The Vikings lead the Pioneers 1-0. Pioneers lead the Vikings 21-19 here in this second set. We'll be right back.
NCAA Teamworks is how the NCAA, member schools, student athletes, and corporate champions and partners actively engage in outreach efforts where national championships are played. Through initiatives such as NCAA Community 101 service learning projects, disaster relief efforts, youth clinics, backpack and school supply donations, and support of Special Olympics and the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the NCAA and its partners work together to leave a lasting legacy in the community. For more information on NCAA Teamworks, go to ncaa.com/teamworks.
And welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University. Here's the point by Kaylee Harper on the attack right before the Cal State East Bay Pioneers called a timeout. Kaylee Harper, 8 kills so far, only 11 attempted, a 727 hitting percentage. She also has an assist to go along with the block. Kaylee Harper so good at bringing home her momentum to the outside, but scoring up her body to hit it into the middle of the court where there's no one at there. For any team, she's so hard to block. She's a first-team All-GNAC, first-team All-Region. And Allison Davenport with the serve. Ireland tapped over by Ray. Good hustle by Davenport. Bolzel over to Phelps. Good dig by the Pioneers. Deflected by Gutterman. Stevens. Bolzel over to Harper, and she taps it in there, and she hits it. Kaylee Harper having one of the most efficient games of recent memory. 9 kills so far, 12 attempted, a 750 hitting percentage. The Vikings are within 1 point of tying Cal State here in this second set. Bolzel taps it over, and she finds a spot. Great deke by the senior. She's so good at doing that, and the Vikings now are tied at 21. Fantastic comeback. The Vikings were down 15-6 here in this second set. They have gone on a 15-6 run of their own as Harper puts it away. The Vikings are going crazy here in Bellingham as Harper puts it away, 10 for 13 on the night. Allison Davenport with the serve. And a good dig by Phelps. The Cal State stops the bleeding here. Cassidy Caden with the kill. She comes out of the game now. Taylor Templeman back in the game. 22 all. Very evenly matched game so far. Cal State, East Bay trying to gain back the momentum that the Vikings have taken from them. They're definitely capable of doing so. Cal State playing the Vikings very well over the Harper, and that one is put away. Harper with 11 kills on the match. 23-22. Vikings 2 points away from taking this second set here at the first round of this West Regional Tournament. Thung serves it. And Ray hits it into the net. The Vikings now 1 point away from taking this second set here against Cal State East Bay. As Thung's gonna serve, right-handed serve, just gets it over, and she gets the ace. Crazy way to finish this second set here. Vikings down 15-6. They come all the way back. They end on a 21-7 run. And we are switching sides of the benches here. And we're going to see this ace by May Thung. Taps over the net, and there's nothing that Cal State East Bay can do. Better to be lucky than good, and better to be playing volleyball rather than tennis, as that one counts. We're going to go to a break here. Vikings win a thrilling second set, 25-22. They won the first set also by that score, so we're going to go do this third set after this break. Vikings up 2-0. We'll be right back.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
These are your teams, your players, your community of fans. This is where they play, where they practice, where you cheer. At every meet, every event, every game. Your community is passionate, dedicated, supportive. You know the tension of a close game and the thrill of the win. So while you're cheering, keep an eye out for anything out of the ordinary. If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
And welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University for 2018 Division II Women's Volleyball Championship. This is the West Regional Tournament, and we are at the end of day one so far. Vikings won a thrilling second set, 25-22. They also won the first set, 25-22. But in this second set, they were down 15-6. It looked like Cal State East Bay was going to go into halftime with one set to go along with Western's one set. But Western turned it on at the very end. And we're going to go over some stats here through two sets. Deja Thompson, 10 kills. 7 kills by Lindsay Ray. 7 kills by Kiki Ludenecker, and 26 assists by Katie Ireland, 10 digs by Katie Ireland, and 12 digs by Natalie Wilson. 3 team blocks by the Pioneers. For the Vikings, we got 10 kills by Abby Phelps, but 11 kills on 14 attempts. That's a 786 hitting percentage. That's unheard of for having double-digit kills so far for Kaylee Harper. 30 assists by Brett Bozel, and 12 digs apiece by Aubrey Stevens and Abby Phelps. 3 team blocks and a team hitting percentage of 303 compared to the Pioneers of 271. Vikings are trying to sweep here in this first round. They're going to take on Cal Poly Pomona tomorrow if they're able to sweep. But Cal State East Bay looking to bounce back from a tough second set loss when they had the lead. They're definitely capable of doing so. Every team here is capable of doing so. And if they were able to come away with this win, it it would be one of the biggest comebacks and biggest upsets probably in tournament history for this West region. Definitely playing the Vikings really well so far. Bosel over to Gunnerman. That one dug out by Steve Link, but that one goes out of bounds. Point Vikings. Vikings up 1-0. Aubrey Stevens with the serve, right-handed serve, just gets it over the net. Ray, Ireland back to Ray, deflected and in. Lindsay Ray, first team All-CCAA with the kill, and she's going to serve. Lindsay Ray, the senior out of Long Beach, California. Right-handed serve, no jump. Aubrey Stevens, Bosel over to Davenport, and that one dug out and into the stands. And just whizzed by somebody in the stands who didn't even know it whizzed by them. There was almost a donk on the head. 2-1 Vikings lead. Davenport with the serve. Ireland. That one over to Templeman. She gets the kill. Taylor Templeman now with her first kill of the match. We're tied here 2-2. Natalie Wilson looks to serve. Right-handed serve. Bosel over to Harper. Finally dug out by Cal State East Bay as Templeman hits it across. And it looks like she's not going to get credited for the kill because Kaylee Harper ran into the net. So Cal State still with the point, Cal State East Bay. 3 different Cal States this tournament. Cal State East Bay, Cal State Poly Pomona, and Cal State Los Angeles as Gutterman gets the kill. 3-3. 6 kills for Gutterman. The redshirt freshman from Lake Stevens. She hits it in between both Templeman and Thompson as Thung comes in the game, replaces her. Great serve by Thung. Ludenecker hits it wide. Vikings 4-3. They lead. So earlier today we saw Central Washington beat Cal State Los Angeles in 5 sets. Then we saw Cal State San Bernardino beat Chaminade in 3 sets. Somehow Stevens with the pancake on that play. Vikings unable to get it over the net. Templeman with another kill. That's her second kill of the match. So Cal State San Bernardino swept Chaminade, and then we saw a classic match between Cal Poly Pomona and Azusa Pacific, where Cal Poly Pomona won the 5th set 18-16, and they're going to face the winner of this match here. And good hit, good approach. Abby Phelps with her 11th kill of the match. Harper out of the game now. Lyle back in, Hall as well, and Aubrey Stevens takes a seat for the Vikings. Cal Poly Pomona. That one deflects out of bounds on the attempt. They had a 2-1 deficit on their hands. And they won the 4th set 30-28 and the 5th set 18-16. Fantastic match by both teams. Heartbreaking loss by Azusa Pacific. But they will play the winner of this match. And so far, even though the Vikings are up 2-0, very evenly played match. Cal State East Bay came ready to play. They lost a heartbreaking 2nd set to the Vikings. Vikings turned it on after losing 15-6 midway through the 2nd set. They came back and won 25-22. So good job by Cal State East Bay, the bounce back. Did not let things unravel. They are still very much in this match. The Vikings are up 7-5. Brett Bosel is going to serve for the Vikings. Right-handed serve. Ray right there, but she couldn't handle the serve by Bosel, so An ace by Bozel. And another dig, but on the kill, Ray. First team all CCA with the kill. She has 9 kills on the match. And Cal State East Bay. They sent in Isabella Carrion. Isabella Carrion, right-handed server. Almost hits it wide. Stevens over the Lyle. Ireland, and they're going to get Ireland with the double hit. Unfortunate mistake by Cal State's East Bay. Gunnerman comes into the game now for Thung. Thompson comes into the game for Isabella Carrion. Carrion was the freshman from Tesoro High School from Rancho Santa Margarita. Served by Phelps. And Kathy McKierman, the senior from Duarte High School in Duarte, California. She gets the kill. Cal State San Bernardino. You can see on that wide angle, hits it into the back corner. Great play by the senior. Cal State East Bay trails by 2, but now they trail by 3 with a service error by Katie Ireland. And Aubrey Stevens, the other senior, actually one of 5 seniors on the team with the serve. Ray taps it over. Good reaction by Gunnerman. Phelps hits it. And it was deflected and out of bounds. Phelps with the kill. 11-7 Vikings lead. And great camera view, because from our angle it was hard to see what happened, but the camera view from the net showed it went past and was unable to be handled by Templeman. Great dig by Stevens, reigning GNAC Player of the Week. And Phelps with another dig. Ireland over to Templeman. Stevens right there. Bozel over to Davenport. Davenport with the kill. Davenport having a great match herself. She has 8 kills on the match. A .438 hitting percentage, and Cal State East Bay calls a timeout to talk things over. They're trying to salvage this third set here at the 2018 Division II Women's Volleyball Championship West Regional Tournament. We'll be right back.
NCAA Teamworks is how the NCAA, member schools, student athletes, and corporate champions and partners actively engage in outreach efforts where national championships are played. Through initiatives such as NCAA Community 101 service learning projects, disaster relief efforts, youth clinics, backpack and school supply donations, and support of the Special Olympics and the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the NCAA and its partners work together to leave a lasting legacy in the community. For more information on NCAA Teamworks, go to ncaa.com/teamworks.
And we're back here at Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University for the West Regional Tournament held here for Division II Women's Volleyball. This is the last match of the day between Western Washington University and Cal State East Bay. The Vikings lead the Pioneers 2-0, and they lead in this third set 12-7. Vikings won the first set 25-22 and the second set 25-22. But they are 2 totally different sets. First set saw both teams going back and forth all set long, with the Vikings edging out Cal State in the end. But the second set saw Cal State East Bay take a commanding 15-6 lead, just for the Vikings to come back and win on a 21-7 run. And Ray with the kill. Actually, it was a 19-7 run for the Vikings, but nonetheless, a great comeback in the second set. And here in this third set, Ray with the kill. She now has 10 kills on the night. East Bay wants to get back in this game as Harper with the placement. Harper now still having a great match. 12 kills on the night, 17 attempts, no errors, and a 706 hitting percentage as Allison Davenport gets what could have been the ace, but that one went long. Good placement by Davenport, but service error by the Vikings. And Natalie Wilson, the junior, will serve for Cal State East Bay. Phelps, Bozel over to Gunnerman, and that is blocked and sent back. Taylor Templeman with the block, the freshman from Puyallup High School, Emerald Ridge High School. Actually, Puyallup, Washington, Emerald Ridge High School. There is a Puyallup, Washington, and there is a Puyallup High School. But Templeman is from Emerald Ridge High School, just 2 hours south. And Cal State East Bay bouncing back here. They only trail by 2. They will not go away. And from seeing them from the first 2 sets, not surprised. A very good team here. Unfortunate error by Wilson. Thing about Cal State East Bay, 16-12 overall record, 11-7 in conference. But they're part of a very tough CCAA conference. 4 teams in the league are in this tournament, or were in this tournament. The Vikings with the point, 15-11 on the deflection, out of bounds. You can see Davenport having a great game so far. She's also being incredibly efficient. 9 of 17 for a 471 hitting percentage. 50-50 ball. Phelps out of system play. Harper the Phelps. Harper does have an assist on the night, as rare as that is. And that is more of a play that they have in their holster. Fantastic block, fantastic dig by Wilson, but the Vikings able to get that 50-50 ball. You can see here, great block by Harper. And it wasn't really a 50-50 ball, it's just a great block by Harper. Ludenecker out of system play. Bozel taps it over. Great response by Thompson. Stevens over to Phelps, and she hits it in the back between the center and the corner. Pretty much hits the line, and Phelps, 15 kills on the night. Couldn't see it on the camera, but it hit right on the line. 17-11, Vikings lead as Thung just gets it over. Tapped over, Bozel. Harper out of system play over to Phelps. And good dig by Ludenecker. Ray on the approach. And Harper timed it perfectly, but it went right off her right hand. She puts her hand over her mouth, and she mouths to the coaches, "My bad." She feels she should have got that block as Bozel over to Phelps, taps it over. A good hustle. Ludenecker. And that one is blocked by Bozel. Thompson dug out by Thung. Bozel over to Davenport. And that one goes long. So Cal State East Bay with the point. They are down by 4. Vikings are 8 points away from sweeping here, but Cal State East Bay very capable of going on a run of their own. Cassidy Caden, the senior from Escalon, California. Right-handed serve, just gets it over net. Phelps right there. Bozel over to Davenport. All set up. And great job by Thompson. Somehow gets it over to net. I'm not sure how that happened. Physics does not make sense there. And the Pioneers able to come away with the point. It just shows that sometimes living another day is better, because they're able to get that point. And at this point of the match for Cal State East Bay, every point is critical. Cassidy Caden, right-handed serve, and that one goes wide. Good eyes by Abby Phelps. 18-14, Taylor Lyle comes in the game for Kaylee Harper. Aubrey Stevens also out of the game, and Taylor Lyle, the senior from Seaholm High School, is going to serve. Taylor Lyle, the serving specialist for the Vikings. Right-handed serve. Ludenecker And Lyle unable to dig that one out as Harper, for defensive purposes, comes back into game for Lyle. And then Stevens comes in the game for Harper. And Lyle unable to read that ball as Ludenecker with the serve. Phelps right there as that one goes out of bounds. So Cal State East Bay chipping away at the lead of their own by Western. We're going to go to a timeout. The Vikings lead 18-16 here in the third set. They lead 2-0. We'll be right back.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Anyone can be the victim. Everyone can be the solution. It's on us to stand up and not stand by.
Because when you're a victim of sexual assault, no one should stand alone.
It's on us.
And welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University. We're going to see some replay so far from the third set. Vikings lead 18-16. They also lead 2-0. And Cal State East Bay with the serve. Ludenecker with the serve. Bosel, Phelps on the approach. Ludenecker dug out by Stevens. Bosel over to Hall, and Hall having a quiet game so far for the first team All-GNAC selection. She has 4 kills. And I'm sure with any other member of any squad here, any team, they do not care about their own individual stats. They just care about the win. As Thompson deflects it on the kill, hits it out, but it's deflected, so Thompson with the kill. And then it's 19-17. Vikings with the 2-point lead. And in the game now, we have Isabella Carrion, the freshman, with the serve. Bosel over the Hall. And Ray dug out by Stevens. Bosel over to Phelps. And good dig by East Bay. Over to Davenport. And Davenport now in double digits. 400 winning percentage, or hitting percentage rather, as Gutterman comes into game for Thung. 20-17. Vikings with the lead. Phelps with the serve. Ireland. That one is dug out on the attack by McKieran. Great job by the Pioneers to hit that one over. Gutterman hits it long. 20-18. Vikings in the lead. Templeman comes in the game now for the Pioneers, replacing Cassidy Caden. And serving again for the Pioneers, we have Katie Ireland, the setter, senior, transfer from Montana State, responsible for 37 assists tonight, to go with 13 digs, as Hall puts it away. Hall with the kill. And sometimes you got to trust the substitutions because it is a pattern, but Hall coming out right after her kill, but she's replaced by a good one of Harper. And it is very difficult for any team to guard against Harper and Hall. Service error by the Vikings as Ray's going to serve. Phelps, Bosel, behind her back to Davenport, and that's a good dig by Ireland. 50-50 ball deflected, another dig by Ireland. Great timing by Cal State East Bay. Davenport, and Gutterman hits it long. Vikings up 21-20. Lindsay Ray again serving, the senior. Lindsay Ray bounces it with both hands, spins the ball. No jump serve. Phelps, Bosel over the Harper, and a great dig by Ray. Bosel over the Harper, and she puts it away. 22-20. And this might be one of the most efficient games by Kaylee Harper in her career at Western. Her 3 years so far of eligibility as far as playing is concerned. 13 of 20. And mistime set. Vikings will capitalize. Bad break for Cal State East Bay, and they call a timeout here. We're going to keep things right here. Vikings 23-20. They are 2 points away from moving on to the next round to face Cal Poly Pomona tomorrow at 7:30. Cal Poly Pomona was a part of the 5-set classic match played before this one. If you've been watching volleyball all day on this webcast, you saw some great matches. If you're here in person, you saw some great matches in person. 2 out of 3 of the matches going 5 sets. The second one only going 3 sets, but Chaminade gave Cal State San Bernardino a great showing, with Cal State San Bernardino winning 25-23. They dominated the second set, but they only won the third set 26-24. And in any match, that shows the competitive nature by both teams. It shows that all 8 teams here at this regional tournament are capable of great play, and they've definitely proven themselves. And the Vikings, number 1 in the region, and number 2 in the nation, according to the coaches' poll. Earlier today, we also saw Central Washington beat Cal State Los Angeles in 5 sets. And so Central Washington and Cal State San Bernardino will face tomorrow at 5 p.m. here at Weeku Court, right before Cal Poly Pomona faces the winner of this match. McKierman on the attack. She puts it away. Great hit over by McKierman. As you can see on this replay, great timing by the senior. Wilson with the serve. Bosel over the Harper, taps it over. Almost a miscommunication by the Pioneers. Cross court to Gunnerman, and she hits it over. Ludenecker, that one tapped over by Gutterman. Great hustle by Phelps and Stevens. And some miscommunication. Unfortunate break for Cal State East Bay. Never want to see that happen. And you can see here, unfortunate miscommunication between teammates, which is a freak accident because that doesn't happen often. Definitely happens to every team from time and time again. But East Bay trying to come back here. Ludenecker and Thung tapped over by Phelps. Templeman, Ireland over the Thompson. Thung, Bosel over the Harper, and that's a great block by Thompson. Bosel over the Harper, and that's blocked, and that is put away by Kaylee Harper. Fitting that she would end this match. Abby Phelps and her leading the Vikings in kills, 14 apiece. But with all due respect to Abby Phelps, who played a great match, GNAC MVP, great defensive player with 21 digs. Kaylee Harper, incredible, 609 hitting percentage. The Vikings are moving on to the next round with another sweep here at home, even though this isn't technically a home match for them, given the quote-unquote neutral court here at WWU Court. It's another sweep. As you can see on this replay here, Thung gets over the Bozel, deflected, but Thung right there, Bozel behind your back to Harper, and that's how things ended. Vikings will go on to play Cal Poly Pomona tomorrow at 7:30. But first, Central Washington will face Cal State San Bernardino here at WWU Court at 5 p.m. in the semifinals of this regional tournament. And we have a 6 seed, Central Washington, facing a 2 seed, Cal State San Bernardino, and a 4 seed, Cal Poly Pomona, facing the number 1 overall seed in the region, the Western Washington University Vikings. We're going to give you some stats here in just a minute. Total attendance for the night, 1,143. To see the number 2 overall ranked Vikings face Cal State East Bay in the first round of this regional tournament. And let's go over some stats here. Lindsay Ray, along with Deja Thompson, lead Cal State East Bay in kills. We also got Kiki Ludenecker with 10 kills, 37 assists by Katie Ireland, and 18 digs by Katie Ireland to go with 17 digs by Natalie Wilson. 4 team blocks by the Cal State East Bay Pioneers to go with a 274 hitting percentage. And for the Vikings, 14 kills apiece by Abby Phelps and Kaylee Harper. 45 assists by Brett Bozel, 21 digs by Abby Phelps to go with 18 digs by Aubrey Stevens. 14 blocks by the Vikings for a hitting percentage of 288, and they're moving on to the second round of this West Regional Championship tomorrow against Cal Poly Pomona. I'm Sean Church. Thanks for joining me tonight. I will see you guys again tomorrow starting at 5 o'clock as the Central Washington University Wildcats face the Cal Poly Pomona Broncos. See you then. Have a safe night.